This is the story of a boy named Zoring, whose girlfriend is turned into a bird by a wicked sorceress using dark magic. To save her, Zoring sets out on a journey to find a magical flower that can break the curse. Along the way, he encounters a ruthless king and a mysterious wild girl. But will he be able to find the flower and rescue his love? The story begins with Zoring, a humble shepherd who owns many goats. One day, as he stands under a large tree, he notices a nightingale flying overhead. There is something strange and restless about its chirping, but Zoring doesn't pay much attention. Soon we meet Yorinda, a sweet girl who's deeply in love with Zoring. Her father, Paul, owns a small inn in the village where Zoring works as a waiter. Paul doesn't like him at all, but Yorinda's mother admires Zoring and considers him kind-hearted and sincere. She always wanted her daughter to be with someone who would truly care for her. One day, while Zoring is chopping vegetables, he accidentally spills salt into a bottle of wine. Later, he heads out to bring back his goats. As he walks toward the forest, that same nightingale appears again, but this time something strange happens. The bird starts to transform, its shape shifting until it reveals its true form, a terrifying sorceress. Just then, Yorinda arrives. She tells Zoring that she had released the goats on purpose, just to meet him. Zoring replies that her father doesn't like him, but that doesn't change his love for her. What they don't know is that Yorinda's brother, Tully, is secretly listening to their conversation from the branches above. But Tully suddenly slips and falls from the tree, startling both Zoring and Yorinda. At that moment, the king of the land arrives in the village with two of his guards. The villagers panic and scatter, afraid of the king's reputation. He often robs them of their money by force. Terrified, Paul hides his bag of coins under his hat and pretends nothing is wrong. When the king walks into the inn and demands wine, Paul nervously tells him the inn has run out of supplies. The king doesn't buy it and starts searching the inn. Soon he finds Paul's hidden pouch of coins. Right then, Zoring enters with the same bottle of wine he had accidentally mixed with salt. Craftily, he offers it to the king. But before the king drinks it, one of his guards tastes it first and quickly alerts him that something's off. It's salty. In the confusion, Zoring tries to steal the pouch of coins, but the king catches on and forces him to return it. Suddenly, Paul rushes forward with a sword to attack the king. But before he can strike, the king pulls a magical flower from his pocket and freezes Paul in place. The entire inn falls silent, shocked to witness the king's magical power. Before leaving, the king speaks with Zoring. Zoring boldly asks about the magical flower, but instead of answering, the king warns him not to meddle in things beyond his understanding. Surprisingly, the king is impressed by Zoring's courage and invites him to come to the palace. But Zoring refuses. He tells the king he only cares about Yorinda. After the king leaves, Paul lashes out at Zoring in anger, blaming him for everything, including the loss of his coins. But to everyone's surprise, Zoring smiles and pulls the coin pouch from his pocket. He had managed to steal it again without anyone noticing and returns it to Paul. Yorinda hugs him tightly, touched by his bravery and honesty. She tells her parents that she and Zoring want to get married. But Paul's anger explodes. He throws Zoring out of the inn and forbids him from ever seeing Yorinda again. Heartbroken but determined, Zoring decides to leave the village. He begins a lonely journey in search of the magical flower.